Hello everybody and welcome back to Hof Bergmann. Now this is 1.5.1. Farmer Andy has a director's cut, if you will, that is currently in testing. And, well, that's going to come out soon. Now as far as I know, 1.6, which is the director's edit, doesn't really include too terrible much, but do keep an eye on the channel. I will be trying to keep an eye out over at lsfarmingmods.com for when that does release. Also want to tell you, if you have an account over at lsfarmingmods.com, go over there and sign back up. I was over there just the other day and I saw a pop-up said, we've changed our software, or form, or site. And they were not able to transfer over the user data. So, everybody needs to re-register. It's very simple, it's very fast, very easy. So again, if you had an account over at lsfarmingmods.com, go ahead and go on over there and sign back up. That way you'll be ready to download any Farmer Andy stuff, be it FS22 or when Hof Bergmann for Farm Sim 25 eventually drops, you'll be all ready to go there. Farmer G, what is up? Oh, well, they would be an ignorant group of folks that thinks that since we play video games, we are immature. That I can tell you for a fact, because I think that's probably what's wrong with half a dozen people on this planet. No, it's more than that. If they just loosen up, play some dang video games, maybe they'd calm the freak down. I've said before and I'll say it again. I think the avenue to world peace is to put all the world leaders together on a multiplayer server, and guess what, folks? We're having a harvest tonight, and you all are going to help. And you're going to help out each other, and you're not going to fight over it. And you know what? I'm the boss, so you do what I say. And by the end of the night, they'll be laughing, they'll be having fun, they'll be like, why do I hate you again? And I'll be like, I don't know. Well, I guess we don't hate each other anymore, so let's just be happy and merry. And I'll come back next week and we'll do a sugar beet harvest instead. But don't do a sugar cane harvest, because that'll drive you to hate each other again. What's up, Matt? How's it go? You know what? For me, gaming is a stress release. I don't play anything that induces stress. I refuse to do that anymore. It's all about the chill, not the thrill. Which is great, because I've got a shirt. I've got a shirt that says that, and then I made a shirt for my kid that says it's all about the thrill, not the chill. Because he likes shooters and all that stuff. But he's 10, so what do you expect? He doesn't know what's good for him. Ronnie, what is up? What's up, Phil? How's it going? Ronnie, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Now, Matt, you might like our Friday night racing. Friday night we race Wreckfest over on the secondary channel. And that's all about getting the week's frustrations out by wrecking other people. And sure, you'll get turned, you'll get wrecked too, but you know what? Revenge is just around the other corner. That's still running. I had a pile of spent grains over here. All Farmer G he does. And last week was his first week going to the Y. They do D&D there. Tuesday he came back and said that he was in the middle of a fight with a dragon. And if they won the battle, then people, like, he was going to get some stuff from folks and everything. So Thursday he came home and said, yep, I killed the dragon. We killed the dragon. We were victorious. Right. It's good. It's healthy. It's clean. And we got a pallet. We got a pallet of booze. We'll have more. We have a whopping 10 liters. All right. We need to make more money. We need to do our daily mushroom run. Saturday we also live streamed Manor Lords over sorry about that, over on the secondary channel. If you haven't seen that game, that is a really interesting early access title. Combines city building with real-time strategy. Yeah, Manor Lords. Did I say it wrong? I may have said it wrong. Wouldn't surprise me if I didn't. Now, what's ironic is, Cookie, if you starve out your citizens, don't be upset. In 3 game saves, I've starved my citizens 3 times. Ah! That's even with knowing that I'll run out of food quick and trying to get a farm going. At any rate, it's fun. It's interesting. It's a nice change of pace. We gotta do something while we wait on Farming Simulator 25, releasing in 27 days and 22 hours. So just under 28 days away, everybody. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That'll buff out, don't worry about it. That's fine, Genetic. It's fine. I know FS22 really didn't scratch your itch. That's fine, right? Hold back and wait till you see the FS25 content, and see if you get drawn in, right? But I can say I'm very, very excited. I'm very impressed with what we're seeing out of these fact sheets, out of these screenshots, out of these blog posts, And I feel like that's just, well, it's not scratching the surface. There's obviously major things being announced and shown off, but I feel like there's a lot more there, and it's going to be us finding it out and discovering it. Well, you have 27 days to make that decision. Right? No rush. No rush. Yeah, Ronnie, I agree. I think it's hard to be motivated for 22. And I think the only people that are going to be playing 22 beyond 25's launch are PlayStation 4 and Xbox One owners. Alright, just a little bit more to go. Alright, we were killing time because I couldn't turn in that load of canola on that contract until until 10 a.m. And now it's after 10. So we can go turn that in. Is that when the preload is? November 10th? Now, the only thing that really has me any real outward concern at the moment is I'm a little worried on the ground deformation. A little worried it's a little extreme for my taste. Now, where I come from, our soil is very rocky. It's very rocky, so even wet ground, even soft ground, doesn't divot a whole lot. The idea of being buried up to your axles is something that probably can't happen here unless you were just completely and utterly doing something stupid. So for me, some of the degrees of the ground deformation that we're maybe seeing feel extreme to me because of just my experience. Like the idea of digging a hole more than a foot down in the ground is like, are you serious? Can we not get something to do that? Because every shovelful is going to have some amount of rocks in it. Every shovelful is going to be hitting rock, trying to chip and move the rock out of the way so you can actually get some amount of dirt on the shovel. So I'm a little worried about that. And I hope that, I hope it's adjustable. Because to me, it looks like it's Play-Doh. But we'll see. Oh my gosh. We'll see. Not a good trailer for this unload point. Oh my gosh. Can I make it use a door? The little door? Sliding floor. There we go. That should work. All right, let's take this back up there. Ronnie, well, I suspect as a silver partner that we'll get some level of early access to it. I don't know how many days that equates to, but it's something that I would expect and hope. But it's all yet to be seen. Yeah, Rambo Hacker, we set it up. I think I have it set now where it just pushes it out. Like I thought earlier on when we were seeing some Gamescom videos and some of the FarmCon videos that maybe it was turned up just to accentuate the effect, but the goat milk screenshot worried me a bit. But we'll see. Super eager to see more of the Asian map. See the actual PDA of that map. We haven't seen that at all. Maybe we'll get an Asian map blog post like we did the Riverbend Springs here soon. Of course, if you don't know, Zielonka, the premium expansion DLC map, is the third map, the European map. I don't know what I'm going to do first. I'll tell you. I was really liking the looks of Riverbend Springs. Then I started feeling like, okay, I think I've seen enough Riverbend Springs for now. I want to see more of the Asian map. Really know what I want to do. Initially, oh, of course, the fence is too tall. Sri Lanka was nice, and from what I understand, it's been brought up to 25 standards. What's up, Goober Cooper? Go ahead, feel free. Ask my question. Now remember, we are giving away a copy of Farm Sim 25 with the Year 1 Season Pass, the Year 1 bundle. It will be a Giants eShop deliverable, so it is available for PC only. Now the explanation giveaway should give you the link to that. Three questions before the troll under the bridge eats you. A mod for PS5 upgrade for production. I don't know what that is. I don't play on console, so I'm not super familiar with console specific mods, more or less mods in general for sure, but I honestly don't pay a whole lot of attention to mods as of late. I don't know if there's any that affect production in on console. There's one that I think is on PC only that lets you like increase production. It will not. The Giants eShop copy is not redeemed on Steam. It does not have Steam achievements. Now, the Giants version does have achievements, just not translatable to Steam achievements. So the Giants eShop copy is independent of Steam. Now you can add it to the Steam as a game launcher, but it's not actually the Steam version. So if you like having everything in one place, then the Steam copy may be the one for you. me, the big differences are do you want Steam to handle all of your installation licenses and access? Do you want a single launcher to run everything? Do you want to be able to install the game on anything you install Steam on? Then go with the Steam version. If you don't mind in keeping up with activation codes and download files and that type of thing, then the PC, the Giants eShop version is fine. Now it's still early, so we don't know anything about global launch, but I would assume that we're looking at a global launch across all platforms at the same time. But historically, Steam releases later than the Giants eShop copy. Giants will typically release at midnight the day of release. So the 27 days, 22 hours is calculated on midnight, November 12th. Giants time, CET, or CEST, whichever one they're in. Meanwhile, Steam will pretty much release mid-morning on November 12th, Eastern. So regardless of where you are in the world, Steam will release around mid-morning, November 12th, based on Eastern Standard Time, which can be, you know, potentially a good 12 hours after the release on the eShop. Well, Ronnie, I mean, if you're on PC, just enable dev mode and just add money via the console. There's no reason for a mod. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know. They haven't really released much information related to converting mods over. If FS22 mods will work with minimal effort or if there will be significant effort. What we do know is that FS25 prepared vehicles will have reflections on their paint and on their surfaces. They'll have wet tires that will change when they drive on a wet road or when they drive through water. And I would suspect that a non-FS25 prepared vehicle won't have those things. So it'll probably be pretty easy to pick out a quick and dirty convert because it won't have reflections, your wheels won't get wet probably, and a few other things that are specific to vehicles in 25. Whereas a full convert would have those things. No, Sherry, it's a pretty simple principle, right? It's a placeable sign model that gives you money per hour. I am hoping that Silver Run Forest comes as a mod map soon after release. Alright, there we go. We don't have to do any more greenhouses because I didn't fill one of them up, and we ran out of manure. So one greenhouse really didn't have any production. So that's why we're a little short on our daily money. Well, I'm looking forward to Silver Run Forest being a mod map for the map assets. I was talking about this with some folks the other day. We're gonna have 5 maps worth of map assets, basically from day one, because we'll have Elm Creek and Holt Bellaroon from 22. Both of those are very high quality maps, high quality map assets. We're gonna have Riverbend Springs. We're gonna have Bhutan Pantai. We're gonna have Sri Lanka unlocked. So then, if we can get Silver Run Forest as a mod map, then that'll be 6 maps unlocked, 6 maps worth of buildings, houses, deco objects available for map makers. The more things available for map makers, then the less apt they are to use old stuff that just looks horrible. I kind of wish Silver Run had more fields. GPS is going to be on all platforms. At least a rudimentary level of it with the enhanced helper. Alright, once we get this back to the farm, let's see what a pallet of beer will bring. And then we have to tend to that contract. How's everybody's second week of October? 3 weeks and then Halloween will be here. It's Canadian Thanksgiving today, Columbus Day for those of you in the States. All right, let's move this one by hand. All right, 160 liters of beer. What are we going to get for it? Beer on a pallet. Oh, not a whole lot of money. Beer in a box. Oh, we get a lot more money for beer in a box. $16 boxes to a pallet. Yes, yes. And then, of course, then right after that, you have Thanksgiving. Assuming you're here in the States, right? So, Farm Sim 25 releases on the 12th. And then, what, like a week and a half later, Thanksgiving? So, for those working, that's often another long weekend. Surprise! A couple mod drops over the weekend. A harvester, a John Deere harvester that follows the terrain. Self-leveling harvester. And then a Terra Life Plus map got another update. So I think I took the Friday before the 12th off. I may have taken sorry about that. I may have taken that Thursday off too, and then the whole next week. Yeah, Terra Life Plus is a lot. And then with it not being documented, it's not up my alley. Not for 22. I don't need a notebook beside the PC trying to figure out things, and I don't need to be trying to figure out calculations of formulas and stuff. Not right now. Oh, Genetic J, I'm sorry to hear that. Now they did update recently that modified some of the recipes. It was pointed out that that the percentages all equal to 100%. So if you base your percentages on the mixer's capacity, then you had to hit each and every one of them to the exact percent in order to make the right mix. Now, I had argued back to whomever the person was that made that comment, I don't remember at this point, that you don't have to. Like, this mixer is 24,000 liters, right? You don't have to come up with your percentages based on 24,000 being 100%. You can run your calculations at 20,000 and give yourself 4,000 liter overhead. Right? That seemed like a reasonable solution to me. But they had commented that in the Maze Plus Discord that it was flagged as a bug. So therefore it was a mistake. I still hold it. It doesn't have to be a bug. If you hedge your bets a little bit, you'll still have some headroom. So yeah, if you base your mix ratios on 20,000 liters and your mixer holds 24 or 25 or 22, then you have some headroom there for leeway. But you also, if you're on PC, and obviously you're going to be on PC if you're doing Terralight Plus, you have the fill limiter mod by our friend of the channel GTX, where you can basically say, I want to fill, 580 liters worth of this, and then it just auto stops it for you. Yeah, Little Toro, what's up? I don't know. I still go back to I watch some farm tubers, and they're mostly small farm tubers, and they raise, let's say, beef cattle. They're not making this complex feed. Right, the cows are grazing in the field when there's grass out there. They're getting supplemented with a hay bale, and they're getting a supplement of a crushed grain. It could be corn, it could be barley. It's a crushed grain. And that's it. In the summer, that's what they do. In the winter, they make Sudan grass, silage, or corn silage, and mix that in with their hay and their grain, singular. Alright, we'll drop that off there. So, a 12 ingredient complex mixed ration just feels like overkill based on what I've seen, right? Alright, let's drop this off and move on. I like the crops visually, all of those different growth stages. Excellent. Excellent. The animal parts, it's got all the Maze Plus stuff in it. I'm speaking literally out my tailpipe because I don't use it, so I don't know 100% about it. But the last time I looked about Maze Plus, you had to head multiple passes to get your hay, and maybe that's how it is some places. Around here, you cut it, you leave it out for a day, you mow it, you're done. Or you bale it, you're done. Oh, I gotta take this in town. Right? You don't, we're not tending it unless it's like ultra thick. But it goes back to farming in different regions, farming in different areas of the world, even different areas of the same country are different. So play what makes sense to you. Right? Play your way. The only wrong way to play is the way that you don't like. Right? So if you could turn things on and off, that would be awesome, right? Pick and choose. That would be cool. I'm all about choice. Give the player choice. Oh, we're just jacking this truck up left and right. And from what I understand, it's only like 15% there. On the Discord, they've got a big kind of wish list of everything that they want to add. So look for that to be back in FS25 and periodically get updates to add features and functionality. But it definitely needs a wiki, it definitely needs documentation. Yeah, we didn't do 200 acres, but we did hay all summer long. Alright, we'll collect this. Nice little payday. Let's go fertilize. Ah, Dozo, that's cool. So if you want to go super hard, if you want to enable hard mode, you can. If you want to make it a little bit easier, you can. Is this lime or fertilizer? Lime. Let's go do field 24. See if we can't do it with what we have in there. Joel, what's up? How's it going? Oh man, the thing cut off. I'm like, oh my gosh, am I out of fuel? Muddy Digs, excellent way to spend a Monday evening. You know what? This video is brought to you by Darren Cassell and Peter Does Farming. Thank you for being farm barons. Big adrenaline boots. Watching. What's that? What's that? Stat ship test 5? Oh, we have our chicken, our big time chicken farm over there. Starship. So a starship. Oh. I don't keep up with any news, so I don't know what's going on. What I do know is the election's almost over, and that means they'll stop getting political ads. Well, yeah, with FS22, yeah, lots of folks were wanting to unlock Silver Run to get the water, the creek texture, but we have that coming in 25. They wanted to unlock it so they could get the codes, or get the code and see how, the roller coaster was working, how the boat manufacturer works. But we're gonna get that with the base maps, right? So that code will be available. Yeah, it's mostly just so that we can, for me, get those assets. Make sure we get those special Silver Run trees, the low-hanging clouds in the morning. It looks like we're going to have rock contracts make their way back to Farm Sim, because in the listing of things on the Giants website, well, the skid steer rock crusher is part of the list. So, spoiler alert, we got rock contracts coming back. There's a reason to have a rock crusher at least. If y'all aren't checking out the equipment list every Friday, you definitely should do that. Let's go ahead and hire a helper and we'll pull that up. So here on the Farm Sim website, we go to games, clickety clickety clack. Railroad on the track, right? So we have FS 25, 22, and 19. We go back to 25. We come down here. And these are all the brands that have been revealed to date. There's going to be over 150 brands. This is not the complete list. And if we go to Paladin, right, these are the skid steer implements. Well, this one, oh, look right there. That's the rock crusher right there. That's the stump grinder. Right, so we've got it coming back. We have our fabled, our loved logging winch coming back. We learned about the old Massey Ferguson harvester. I think this will be our default harvester in the game. So if you aren't watching this list, pay attention. Where's the new one? There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Our little friend from the Asian map is now listed there. Yeah. Keep a lookout on that every Friday as fact sheets are released. I tell you what, something that they didn't do a fact sheet on in 22, it's coming back in 25, is that our Cusin Bale stack, the Bale pack. Where is it? This, the multi-pack. This thing is so cool. And they didn't do a fact sheet on this thing, but man, I thought this was like the coolest hidden gem in FS22. It's so cool to watch that thing work. And it's making a return in 25. There was a guy that put, I don't know how many thousand hours into 22. He was saying one day he wished there was a way to stack the little bales. Like the New Holland, the self-propelled New Holland stacker that's kind of like the holy grail everybody wants. And I told him about that. He didn't know anything about it. Alright, let's see. I don't think we're going to be able to complete this before before the contract's done. I agree, Tuki, I agree. It's one of the first things I turn off with field stones. I felt it was okay when the game first came out. Then they did an update, and they spawned so much more prolific. Now, to the point of being in excess. Yeah, if you're on that site and you go and look at Dutesfar, the old harvester from 22 is not in that list. So that's another reason why I think that Massey is going to be our starting harvester. Did he drop it? It wasn't out as of yesterday when I looked. Looks like that's open beta. Oh, open beta for everyone. Alright, so open beta. That was on the 28th. Sugar factories installed. Sugar can be produced from sugar beet pulp or whole beets. Sugar in bags can be used to make liquor or sold at various sell points. Loose sugar can also be manually filled in a bagging system. We showed that off the other stream. Sell points expanded for sale of sugar. Sugar added as a pile so you can dump it on the ground. Sugar added a bulk shovel. Yeah. Stubble destruction. Lime pits and then installed. Yada. Oops. Actually, dumped cherries could not be picked up. That's a fix. Limit for placeable productions was at the limit, so you couldn't put any more in. That's been updated. Sugar corn bags increased to 100 liters. And yeah. It's just a couple of changes. Nothing ginormous. Nothing huge. It will require a new save. So, update if you want. Oh. Well, you did finish it. Alright, let's go fill this thing up. Yeah. Well, Muddy Diggs, we got 4 weeks to go. I don't know. I didn't count the brands. We know we have over 150 brands. Over 400 vehicles, machines, and tools. I just rolled over a giant boulder. Yeah, we were just talking about Terra Life Plus earlier. Dozer gave us some information about they simplified some of the feeding stuff. What about save files, Sherry? more universal and forgiving. I mean, is that coming from a console perspective? Because I'm not sure I follow. About universal and forgiving. I mean, from the PC perspective, I think they're pretty straightforward. There's just a bunch of XML files and texture files. Alright, we're gonna come around the back of our land market. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to venture to say that, that they don't have a way of improving that. But in general, anything that requires a new save is because of changes to the foliage or the ground layer. So your ground layer, your elevation, you know, your hills and all of that, that's all defined in a GRLE file, a girly file, if you will. And that's read one time from the map when you start a new save. And then your local save maintains its own copy of that going forward, because of course you can change the ground in game. So it never reads that file from the save game anymore, because the version of that that's in your save game is what you're going to go off of. So if a map author smooths out a rough spot in a field, the save game's never going to reload that in. Because who's to say that's still a field? Who's to say you didn't make that a giant pond? Or you didn't convert it into a mountain or a hilly forest? And then the other thing typically that would require a new save would be foliage. You know, your bushes, your shrubs, your grass, and that's all stored in another file just like that. And again, it's read in on save, new save. And then as you make changes to that, those changes are written to this version that's in your save game. I don't know exactly where trees are saved, but loading in an update can sometimes bring in all the trees that you've cut. Like it reloads the whole where the trees are type of a thing. Moving buildings around are also, right, things that would be conducive to a new save. A whopping 25 liters. All right, let's go here. And let's turn on crate production. Yeah, so we're loading a crate in to our bottler. Yeah, they're basically bitmaps, you know, that are, and they use different different colors to represent different things. So I think part of it is my layman's thought process on it is that it's because of your ability to literally change the map to your heart's content. Then your save game becomes a little less flexible with respect to a map update. Because the game can't assume... what? Why did we turn that off for? Oh my gosh. At any rate, the game can't assume that that your ground and your foliage is the same as it was before. Ravenhawk, what map hasn't gotten an update recently? But Hof Bergmann's got a little bit of an update. And then some Terra Life Plus stuff got some updates. So each crate is 10 liters and each pallet is 160. Oh, the construction workers pay big time money for their alcohol. I don't know if we should be doing that, but okay. We'll do it at least once. We'll do it at least once. So it's a byproduct of the game's flexibility, right? That's what makes Farm Sim rather unique compared to lots of other games. Like SnowRunner. Right, SnowRunner, the map is static. You can't do much with it other than build the construction projects that are built into the missions. But beyond that, the map is static. You don't have the ability to directly change the map other than to complete a mission. So you can't cut down trees. You can't make a whole new path into or through the forest. Alright, so our construction site is right across the street from the gas station. Turn around, we missed our unloading point. And, well, we have to deliver the alcohol to the construction trailer. $28 per crate. Nathan, no, we don't have FS25 yet. Nobody does, as far as I know. Alright, we got a little bit of money. Barley Juice is definitely not going to be our inroads to fortunes. Not like our moonshine. Right? Moonshine we make pretty good money off of. But the real money is in the shrooms. The real money is in their mushrooms. Oh, now I've pre-ordered. I've pre-ordered from lots of sources. I've pre-ordered the Giants eShop copy. I've pre-ordered Steam, and I've got the collector's edition coming. $166,000. All right. Why can I not always remember where this is? Oh, boys. It's time. It's time. Should we? No. Do we like the? Yeah, we like the grimy one. We got the grimy look. It's time to palletize some compost. Oh, look, we made it dirty. Oh, yeah. We need to put it in here. Okay. No, I'm not going to keep it sealed up. I'm going to pop it open and do an unboxing for you all. And then I'm going to use the USB ignition key. Now, the in-game mod hub search is pretty darn good, Genetic J. The website version is awful. Now, I am eager to explore the UI, the new UI, a bit more when I get an opportunity. Because the UI, from what we saw on the rice field defining screenshots, looked pretty interesting. Well, yeah, the website is just like looking for a text string. We'll see, David, right? We'll see. In 22, they sent me a nice media kit that included The collector's edition included a PlayStation copy and an Xbox copy. I gave away the console copies to another creator that focused on console folks for him to share. So if they do something similar this time around, then I'll have something to give, right? I bet I can't unload this. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we could. It's not too much of a stretch to... Ravenhawk, you know what happens when you do that, right? You know what happens. We mentioned doing this before. I mean, I guess, right? You need some sort of distribution network. Hello? Why are you not opening? There. It's like with the Asian market, they're partnering with Sega to do the physical distribution of the physical copies. So it sounds like they didn't really have a way of selling the game in the Asian market beforehand until they brought Sega in as a distribution partner. Oh, crud monkeys. Let's go get that darn flatbed. Let's pull up. Let's pull up and share us with you guys. Everybody should be keeping up with all of my videos. But as a point of discussion, here it is. Right? So here's the build mode. I kind of like this over here. Right, so we have buildings, we have production, animals, deco, and landscape. So under production, we then have factories. Selling points, greenhouses, orchards, generators, right? So selling points, greenhouses, orchards, generators. So under cultivation, now orchards. You have too small. Is that big enough for you? You have you know, your grapes, your olives, now your rice field, and you left click to start a new field. And then you just kind of clickety click as you go around to define your corners. And when you're done, you right click to finish the field out. So as you click, right, it's basically forming an area. And then when you've defined a field, you get this water pump, right? The whole field sinks in a little bit. You get this water pump. That water pump. And then you come to the water pump and you say you want to flood it or empty it. So it's pretty neat. So what you can do with that, right, is you could define other things like animal pastures. Maybe you define an area for something else. Now, I would love if build mode was searchable or filterable, right? Like in the shop, we can show only mods and DLCs. Like, I only want to see modded build mode things. That would be cool. Alright, so we'll have to wait until we get the game to find out. Like we had the new functionality. Oh my god. Everybody remember playing FS19? When you had to place a fence one section at a time and you had to try to line it up with the horrible build mode camera. So trying to make any sort of a fence that looked decent was a feat upon itself. And then in 22 we thought the world was perfect. Because we draw out our fences, right? We just click on a start point, we move our mouse, we click, and there's our fence. And we thought that was amazing. And then it turns out that's how we also do our grapes and olives, right? So that's an instance where we've had the same general functionality make its way into the game in two different ways. So we know how we define a rice field. Maybe that rice field definition is used in other ways. They just haven't announced it yet. Let's hope so. I want an empty pallet. You know what's hateful? All of these are individual pallets. You know how maps have pallets of pallets? Well, not this one. Nope, not here. Let's move all pallets at once. It's not... Oh my god, let's not make a mess. I love how he's branded his pallets, so anyone wants to steal his pallets, they're all LSFM pallets. Good on him. Good on him. Oh my gosh. If anybody thinks Hof Bergmann is for the person who wants to just not do things the hard way, you have to earn it here. Of course autoload works, David, but that would be too simple. I mean, if you want to move them all one at a time with a fork, sure. Alright, let's yeet. Yeet. Oh, come on. Yeet. There we go. Get over there. Just fling them. They only have to stay together until we can sell them. I like how it doesn't recognize the pallet until it's right side up. Okay. Oh, get to work. Oh, here comes our first pallet. Go. Here comes our second bag. Oh, there it is. And then he made it really nice. Like, this is storage for 90 pallets of compost. Well, I can turn storage auto on and off. Right? So now automatic storage is turned off. Pallets will spawn here, and you have to move them from here into here to store them. Or we can go automatic storage on, and now the loading point for storage is moved over to here. So when a full pallet is made, it's instantly transported into storage. Alright, we'll let that run for a while. He did that over at the Hop's place also. Sherry, I saw a report today about a guy in North Carolina that was walking around with his pistol and rifle threatening FEMA workers. He's been arrested, but was then released on a $10,000 bail. No, Universal works. Universal Autoload works for everything on Hof. So in college we had a guy that would ride his bike up and down the hall naked. Like thankfully his bike wheel squeaked a little bit, so you heard the guy coming and you knew that, like, oh he's coming. Quick, shut your hallway door. The walk around naked part, Rambo Hacker? That's called Friday. Ram Gaming, thank you for the sub. You must have your subs private. Or maybe you're already subbed. I didn't see the notice. But at any rate, thank you for the sub. We are... Oh my gosh, folks. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I had a dream. I had a dream back in July, June, whenever they announced Farm Sim 25. I had a dream. That dream was to reach 50,000 subs by the release Farm Sim 25. We are so close. We are so close. Just over 500 subs away. I need your help. Clickety click on that sub button. Oh no! Oh, bad things are happening here. David, I suspect it has something to do with putting it on the Barbie. Those Australians, they want to barbecue everything. Oh, it's full. No, none of that stuff is high enough. All right, let's top this off. I mentioned at the start of the stream that I'll be traveling Thursday through Saturday. So this will probably be our only live stream of Farm Sim this week. Because we didn't have any maps drop on Friday, no mods. We had no mods drop today. So I'm kind of expecting there to be a pretty decent mod drop either tomorrow or Wednesday. I really don't want to have a mod drop on Thursday or Friday, because trying to record maps when I'm out of town is more than painful. I think the in the Carolina Reaper guy, didn't he make up a new pepper? Hybrid something? Yeah, we've got a ton of maps, right? Have dropped in the last few weeks. And there's a fair number of listed in testing right now. Well, I come back in town early evening Saturday. So if something drops on Friday, I'll just record it Saturday when I get back in town. So I have a feeling Friday is going to be a late night. I'm glad Kubota is coming back in 25. We're going to have the skid steer here make its way back. We have New Holland skid steers coming back. That would be nice, right? To be able to add more weight to the back of these things. I picked this one because it was one of the big. It was the bigger Kubota. I think it's the bigger Kubota, and therefore it had the weight. We'll haul this 1,200 liters, nearly 1,300 liters of compost and manure. I like this view, but can't see the edge of your bucket. And then things like that happen. Let's go top these things off with water. How much is, what? Nothing. Oh, mushrooms don't make organic waste. What? Mike, what files were you talking about? What did I miss? I don't see anything I missed. Did I miss something else? Did I miss a YouTube comment? Oh, flies. See, I also can't read very good. Oh, I'll be honest, I didn't look. Let's go look now. My goats. Oh, goats. My goats. Oh, don't mind. Whoa, big hair day. Okay. Oh, nope. The one where they're laying, this one? Oh, where was it? I don't know which one. A goat that screams. That's what Sherry wants. Screaming goats. I don't see a fly. Or are you talking about the 25-second video? Oh, the 25-second video? Alright, hold on for that one. No, wrong channel. We'll slow her down. Goats, my goats. Freaky-eyed goats. Oh, you mean that? That? Right there? I mean, is that a fly? Oh, there's another one. That's pitiful, whatever that one is. Something down here. I mean, it's clearly something, right? There's another one. There's another one. So yeah, it's hard to say. What it might be. Kind of looked like a bee to me too. But it might be a very bad looking fly. Horsefly. Those things are ginormous. And then this will do this. Oh, come on, David. Everything's bigger in Texas. Everyone knows this. I keep expecting to see something swimming in there. Oh, come on. I want a pallet. It's almost done. Two more bags, come on. What? What did you shut down for? Where's my pallets? No, it should, this isn't a pallet. This is just visual. Pallet's supposed to spawn here. And then it's supposed to go straight into here. I don't know. I'll figure this out another day. Alright, folks. That's where we're going to leave it. On a little bit of a climax. Suspension. What could be wrong? Why aren't things spawning like they should be? Any rate, thank you all for coming out and watching tonight. Keep an eye on the mod hub because I got a feeling that we're going to have a mod drop tomorrow. And if not, maybe Wednesday. We're coming down to the final wires with respect to Farm Sim 22. With just a few short weeks until FS 25 drops. Keep an eye on the channel for hopefully a Thursday blog post and a Friday fact sheet drop. And until next time, happy farming.